is Kamala Harris.
She wore a white Carolina Herrera pantsuit with a pussy bow.
So Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia.
When we talk about the children of the community, they are a children of the community. And then you need to kick that door down. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? If you cannot grow food where you live, you move somewhere else. And invariably, it is very possible that communities of people will move to places that speak a different language and pray to a different God, which will result in conflict.
What?
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open, sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down. Excuse my language. For us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present, and to be able to contextualize it, to understand where we exist in the history and in the moment as it relates not only to the past but the future.
Time makes us all a prisoner of the present.
Big time. Let's just go back to October 7th. We can't deny the significance of a vicious, brutal attack that caused the death of 1,200 innocent people, a lot of them young people who were just attending a concert.
Yeah.
Women who were brutally assaulted and raped. And again, as someone who spent a lot of my career focused on those kinds of crimes, the horror of it. And all of that to also then say, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. It is painful to watch. It is painful to watch what is happening to innocent people in Ukraine who just want to live in their own country and have pride in themselves as Ukrainians, who want to be home speaking the language they know, going to the church that they know, raising their children in the community where their families have lived for generations. And by the millions now are having to flee with nothing but a backpack. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you. Remember Venn diagrams, those three circles? Right, and then let's just see where they overlap. I asked my team to do a Venn diagram of where these attacks are happening. So voting rights, women's reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights. And of course, there was a huge intersection. I love Venn diagrams, so
I just do. Whenever you're dealing with conflict, pull out a Venn diagram, right? And so, you know, the three circles. And so I asked my team, right? They're fantastic. Out right now. He sees the Venn diagram of it all. He sees that there are those circles, and maybe people seem that they're a little different. They live in different parts of the country. They may be different age or different race. But that area in the middle, that overlap.
You will not be surprised because I have constructed a Venn diagram on this. Remember those three circles, how they overlap?
When you look at a diagram of the, just a Venn diagram,
You know, I asked my team to do a Venn diagram for me of where we are seeing attacks and who are the attacks against and the similarity. And